So this video I've been excited to make for quite a while, guys. What setup am I using? In this video I'm gonna show you my budget gaming setup right behind me that I'm currently using for both PC and my Xbox gaming coming up. How is it going, guys? It's Robin here on RBN Hardware. I cover cheap PC components as well as gaming and console related stuff on this channel, and so if you're interested in that, yeah, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. Today I will show you my rather simple Xbox gaming setup. Now I should also say that pretty much all peripherals and gear you see in this video I have reviewed in the past on this channel, and so if you're looking for additional information, definitely look at the review. Now I don't have the exact estimate number for what this setup cost me, but it wasn't a whole lot. Now as you can see, I've got my budget PC build right here, and right next to it I got my Xbox One X on a vertical stand. Now using the vertical stand was essential to me since I didn't have that much space. As you can see here, this is something I can recommend. It looks great and I don't think it runs any hotter since you don't really block any ventilation with this solution. Now, I can highly recommend this stand actually, which is by the way included with the Xbox One X. Now I've been thinking of getting a skin for it and personalize it a bit, but I haven't figured out what colors and such I want to go with, so a work in progress, I guess. Anyway, let's start with the speakers. Again, if you want to learn more about any of the gear mentioned in the video, you find that in the description. Now for speakers, I'm using the Razer Nommo here. So I have for a long time been looking for a small, sleek and stylish speaker, I guess, that doesn't take up too much space on my desk, and I found Razer's latest speaker by a fluke when I was searching. This is a pretty interesting 2.0 stereo setup with a volume and bass knob placed very conveniently on the base of the left speaker, so you don't have to reach behind or anything like that. So what they cost, they definitely outperforms, and I'm still quite surprised how loud they can get and how loud and high they can go and how much bass they can deliver without getting any bad noise or distortion. Now I should say my monitor that I'm currently using has a line out 3.5mm audio jack that I'm using to get volume when I'm gaming on my Xbox, but in 9 times out of 10, guys, I'm using my headset here when I'm gaming on my Xbox, and the headset that I'm currently using is the CORSAIR Void, and we're gonna take a look at this one right now. So at the moment I'm currently using the CORSAIR Void Pro simply because it sits very comfortable on my head. Now I am saying currently because I'm always interested in trying out new headsets for you guys, so this may very much change in the future, but right now I really love this headset for several reasons. First and foremost, the speakers are quite nice. Don't get me wrong here, it is nothing revolutionary, so to speak, but it definitely get the job done, and for what they cost, I was actually surprised. I was actually expecting a lot worse here, but the fact that they have an onboard volume dial on the speaker and they support 7.1 surround on PC makes it a true winner for me, and the mic is actually the best I've heard in a while at this price point, and on top of that, again, they sit on my head like a god. Again, there is not that much to complain about here. For a budget gaming headset, they are fantastic, and the dedicated volume dial makes volume adjustment so much easier if you're on a console, since you don't have to bother going into menus and stuff here. The drawback is of course the surround, because that doesn't work on the Xbox, but again, having the price in mind, I am totally fine with that. Now for controller, I'm using the included Microsoft Xbox controller that came bundled with the console. Now, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite and Halo with this one, and even Forza Horizon. However, in Forza and Halo, I always felt like aiming and steering was a bit off with these standard thumbsticks, so I picked up these cheap thumb extenders from KontrolFreek. They definitely adds a lot of grip and better aim in my opinion, and after been using these for a few months now, guys, I cannot play without them, and if I did, I would probably play like a pleb. Anyway, I've also looked into upgrading to the Microsoft Elite controller, but as you might be aware, this controller is quite expensive, so I haven't made any progress here yet. Might be saving up a bit more and get it in the future. Some gamers are reporting that the quality of the Elite controller isn't the best, so that got me cold feet also, I guess. Now let me know in the comments if you're a proud owner of the Elite controller, and do you like it or not? Please let me know, that would help out a lot. Now to the keyboard that I'm using right now is the Razer Ornata Chroma with Mecha-Membrane key switches, which is a hybrid between a mechanical and a membrane key switch. Basically, I was surprised how much I liked this keyboard when I unboxed it about a half a year ago, and since I unboxed it, I pretty much used it on a daily basis, and not just for gaming, yeah, for working on other stuff as well. Right now I'm using it on both my PC and on Xbox, in Warframe and in Fortnite. However, I am looking to upgrade to the Ducky 1.2 Mini, which I'm going to review and unbox on the channel as soon as it arrives. Now let's go back to the keyboard. It works both for PC and Xbox, although as of posting this video, the Chroma Lightning only works on PC. I've heard rumors that Razer is launching an app in the store on Xbox so that you get better lightning support on the Xbox as well, but I don't know if this is true or if it will happen. They do, however, sell Xbox certified keyboard and mouse called Turret, and yeah, I'm gonna take a look at this bundle as soon as they release it. Now let's move on to the mouse. Right now I'm using the Roccat Kone AIMO, and this one is pretty interesting because it comes with a shift button that lets you bind additional tasks to each mouse button when you press and hold this button down. Now with that all said, lately I've started to use the SteelSeries Rival 310 more and more also. I only use this for video editing, but I like it so much that I've actually started using it in games as well. I kinda wish it was wireless, but it was very cheap, guys, and it definitely ranks high on the list of cheap gaming gear I got last year. Mousepad that I'm currently using right now, this is a pretty interesting one, so I've been interested to take the leap over to a big size mousepad for a while now, but I kinda wanted one that could light as well, but I wasn't not a whole lot of options back then when I was looking, and when Razer announced an extended Goliathus soft mousepad with Chroma Lightning, I couldn't resist, and I gotta say, I'm very happy with it. The bigger size is enough to fit a full-size keyboard, as you can see. Yeah, it's nice. I like the feeling of bigger pads, since it pretty much gives you endless sensitivity options for your mouse as well. And it's also nice in general to rest your wrists on it, and it almost makes the keyboard palm rest feel needed in a sense. It's weird, I know. Let's move on to the monitor. The current monitor that I'm using right now, I have been using for ages. This one is Asus best-selling 24-inch 1080p 144Hz display. It's called VG248QE. You've probably seen it several times in videos in the past, and now what have gotten me to keep this monitor for such a long time is the faster panel and the versatility. I can have this hooked up to my PC and my Xbox at the same time and get the best out of two worlds basically. I got 144Hz through the DVI, and I still use the HDMI for the Xbox. Now that being said, it is not 4K, it's not even 1440p, and yeah, I'm probably gonna make the final jump over to 4K once I get a better desk, because this desk is definitely too crowded for me right now. Now as you can see, I do have an additional monitor as well. This one is a Dell Ultra Sharp U2414H. I only use this monitor when I'm watching streams, when I'm watching YouTube videos and such, and yeah, when I'm benchmarking and yeah, overclocking mainly. Now, how do I get my desk to light up like this? I'm currently using Philips Hue Lightning Kit, and what you need to get started with something like this is just a Philips Hue bridge and the light strip. The light strip is about 2 meters in length, or how much is that in? Or 5.9 inches, I think. And it has 3DM adhesive on the back, so you can easily install it on whatever material you want. Basically, I choose to install it on the back of my desk to get that nice light illumination from the wall, and I control my lighting on my OnePlus 3 phone, but this one also supports Razer Chroma, so you can control this through the Synapse application as well. You can also download a simple app and let it sync with music and movies and games, which is what I prefer using it for. Now let's move over to the desk, right? So this is just a simple used table for a kitchen. I guess I got it on a site called Roccat, which is similar like Craigslist or Gumtree here in Sweden. I kind of like the bright wooden like textures here and the pattern of the counter, and I thought it would look kind of cool when I recorded videos on it. And again, it's not even a gaming desk or a office furniture at all. I just thought it looked cool and I simply got it. I think I spent around $100 on it, and yeah, still to this day I'm quite happy with it. It's starting to get a bit small, I get it. With 2 monitors and a PC on it, I kinda like it, so what can I say? The downside is of course that you cannot adjust the height on this one, and so my recommendation when you're looking for a new gaming desk, guys, definitely pick one that you can adjust the height of it. That way you can get it exactly the way you want it. Keep in mind, this drags up the price a bit as well. Still something I would argue is worth saving for, and that is definitely something my new desk needs to have. Now the chair that I'm using is just a simple AK racing, and I've been spending too much time on this, as you clearly can see, and this one needs to go right now. Although I generally like the AK racing, sitting on leather is a mistake. It gets too hot immediately, so I definitely recommend avoiding this material altogether, guys. And that pretty much wraps up my gaming setup, guys. Now, what PC am I using? I might make a separate video for that. Now, I want to know about your gaming setup, guys, and I'm gonna be back with a brand new video very soon, guys. Until then, have an awesome day, alright? Bye.